Hey y'all, welcome back to Moments with Miss Amy. I am so glad you joined me. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about getting into trouble. Yeah, because that's what I did today. I got busted. So, as you guys know, I'm an online entrepreneur, right? And so a lot of what I do is on the computer, a lot of it's on the mobile phone, which is really awesome because that means it can be done anywhere and pretty much anytime. Like there's always something I can do. If I have just a few minutes of time, I can create content. There's just so much and there's so much learning and I love to learn. You guys know that. You've been hearing that all the time, right? And so anyways, well, this time I got busted. I got in trouble. Oh my goodness. So what happened was, it wasn't my fault. No, it was. See, that's the thing. It's like there's things that you know. And when you know that you know, and you still do it because you just weren't thinking, hey, nobody's fault but your own. And it was my own fault. Now, mind you, on the one hand, it's kind of silly, but on the other hand, it's really not. So there's AI technology that's out there that goes through and it reads our words as we're putting them out there on different social profiles, right? And so the AI technology happened to catch words that I put out there that I didn't mean it in the context of what it sounded. But it was still that word, right? So there's a whole list of words that you don't use when you're out there on social media. Specific words so that there's something that you don't get in trouble for and so that people either aren't A, offended, or B, concerned that there is something really awful going to happen. And so one of the words that I used, instead of saying dang or doggone it or crap or golly gee or anything like that, was I actually used the word, yeah, I'm not going to say it. I ain't going to get busted on here too. No, I don't think so. But anyways, the word that I used was, it started with an SH. There were two more letters and a T. So those other two letters, oh, okay. And so here's the thing. I didn't mean it in that way as in something that was, projecting. But what I meant it was like I said, golly gee, gosh darn, doggone it, crap, whatever. And so because of that, though, I used that word. And see, I know the list of words not to use. So why did I use it? I wasn't even thinking. It's a word that I use just normally as in place of like doggone it. You know what I mean? And so not thinking doesn't, we're going deep here. Not thinking does not let me off the hook for it. So just because I knew that word was unacceptable means that I shouldn't use it. Like, honestly, it would be best to just completely remove it from my vocabulary. Why do I need it? What is it for? Is it a word that I have to use? I mean, maybe when you're throwing a ball at a hoop, maybe it's kind of harder to find a different word to use. But to be protective online with AI technology watching to catch those things for our protection, for a good reason, then I should do my part not to put something out there that, is catching. Anyway, so all of that to be said, let's go to the scripture. Then we're going to talk about this a little bit. Proverbs 12:1. You ready? To learn, you must love discipline. It is stupid to hate correction. Whoa, yeah. I mean, that right there is like totally like, I'm supposed to love the fact that I'm put into a little bit of a social media jail just for 29 days. So it's really not a bad thing. There are ways that I can do some different stuff. I still will be out there. I still will be online. I'm still going to be building my brand. Still going to be building this business. Still out there rocking it. But in one little area, one little niche, then I have to just be a little bit, more careful and cautious and do things in a different way. And that's okay. They didn't shut me down, which I'm so grateful for. And I don't have an issue that they flagged it even, because I just, again, wasn't thinking. And I need to be thinking, because I need to make sure that what I'm putting out there is something that is going to get the message across to people, but it's also going to get the message across to people in a good way, so that they don't see that word, or so that they don't, I don't know. I mean, because I guess just at a glance, like somebody could look at that and think, oh, no, what's going on? Or whatever. And I don't want that tied with me. Not at all. Because I'm Miss Amy, y'all. Like, you know this. I am Miss Amy. Miss Amy is full of love. Miss Amy is full of acceptance. Miss Amy is, she's Miss Positivity, right? And so to be using a word that goes along with things that can be kind of scary is not something that I want to be doing. And I don't want that connected with me. But so let's go back to that scripture. Love discipline. I gotta tell you, it's a little bit hard to love it. I mean, when I realized it, I laughed. Not gonna lie. Like, really? Oh my gosh. I did that? Yikes. But it says you're gonna learn from it when you love it. Because see, the thing is, if all I was focused on was frustration and anger about this, if all I was focused on was, I can't believe that they did that, and all of this and that, you know what's going to happen? That's where my focus is going to stay. I am not going to learn a thing. But it was my fault, my error. I qualified for the discipline that is necessary. I am grateful that the sentence was light. And I'm going to be fine, and I am learning from it. I am definitely going to be more cautious with the words that I'm using. And you know what? I think that's a good thing. It's a learning thing for sure. And then what was the rest of that scripture? Let's take a look at this. It is stupid to hate correction. And you know what? I fully, completely agree with that. Here's the thing. If you're going to get offended just because someone is correcting you and helping you to be a better person, helping you to learn, helping you to see the error of your ways, and you're going to get like all offended and all upset about it, you need to take a step back for a minute and kind of check yourself out a little bit, okay? My confidence level is certainly high enough that I was not upset, that I was not offended, that I was not shutting down, giving up, whatever. I was just like, well, okay, that changes some of the things that was on my plate. And then I found out that it didn't have to stop what was on my plate. It actually just changed the pathway that I was going. And you know what? Maybe I'm going to like this other path better. I don't know. But so being upset when someone corrects you, again, shows so much on yourself and on myself. Because like I said, if that's where I dwell, in being upset that I am corrected and being angry that I am corrected, that's not at all going to cause improvement. And it says a lot, like I said, about what's on the inside, what we're feeling about ourselves. If we're beating ourselves up all the time, and then someone comes along and they correct us on something, we're already sensitive. You know what I mean? Like, we're already wearing our heart on our sleeve and it's going to hurt and we're going to be upset. So it's important that what we're sharing with ourselves, what we're teaching ourselves, what we're talking to ourselves about is positive. Don't be doing a bunch of negative self-talk to yourself, because again, that's not healthy. And I'm sorry, negative self-talk to yourself is not a positive correction, okay? It's not necessary. The goal is to learn to talk to yourself in a positive way, to grow, to press on, and to learn from your mistakes. Somebody made the comment the other day, what did you learn the last time you won? What did you learn the last time you succeeded? Because the thing is, we learn in failure. And so to have something like this happen, I'm learning from it. And to me, that's exciting. So I don't know about you, but I'm hoping that my little share, my little message here helps you out a little bit. Helps you to think a little bit about it when somebody is correcting you. Now, I'm not talking about somebody who's just always negative and bashing you. That's a totally different thing, y'all. Totally different. And you need to make sure you have your boundaries set and that you're cautious and that you don't keep yourself in a position where you're getting hammered from somebody and getting a bunch of negative garbage. The thing is, when it is honest, helpful correction. You know, when it's correction that's given in love, given in good good standing, good friendship, whatever, that kind of correction. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about loving somebody, like dumping crap on you every day, because you know what? That's not positive. It's not healthy, and you need to look at that as well. So, honestly. But back to the other. As long as it is positive correction, let's grow and let's go. So, drop me a like if you liked it. Leave me a comment if you relate or anything in here. Any other suggestions as well. And if you haven't subscribed yet, why? So subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you the next time on Moments with Miss Amy.